How are you doing today, Grace?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for asking. So, we talked about a few different things the last time we met. One of the big things that you had mentioned that you had started incorporating into your routine was mindfulness,
Yes.
and that it was helping kind of center you and stuff like that. We also talked a little bit about your workout routine and that you tend to be an all in or not in at all person. And you have been dealing a lot with internal dialogue, like negative self-talk
Yes.
and stuff like that. So let's start out tonight talking about how things have been good since we last talked.
Okay. Well, the stress level has gone way down because I turned in this massive paper. It's probably one of the biggest papers that I write in my program. And it's turned in, and isn't it just crazy how so many things like that you thought were weighing on you, it's like, oh my gosh, my life is like significantly better, which I know is not the case. There's all kinds of things, but it was just a big weight off of my shoulders, and I develop a lot of anxiety around paper writing, and I think that's why I talk so much about mindfulness and like trying to find some kind of coping skills to help me through that, because it really is, it feels insufferable sometimes, but I got it in, it's in, so that's behind me. So beyond that, I'm finishing up another class, and just I'm going to be closing the residence halls at work and getting stuff together for that, but feel prepared in that way. So feeling a lot less stress since last time.
Wonderful. Wonderful. So the one paper that you had was a big thing weighing on you, and
Yes.
feeling a lot more confident with things now.
Yes.
How has that affected your time focusing on working out?
It really hasn't impacted it. I wasn't working out that much before, and I'm still not anymore. Thanksgiving just happened, so definitely wasn't doing anything over Thanksgiving. But I'm at the beginning of this cycle again where I'm like sitting down and I'm like, okay, we need to make a plan again about when can we go to the gym, what can we do for exercise. So I guess like it's very preliminary, and I haven't like actually executed my plan yet, but I will say it's something, like knowing myself, it's something that I'm like sitting down and like figuring out, okay, what times can I plug into my calendar and my schedule to go to the gym. I think I've been putting a lot more emphasis on meditation. I just signed up for more meditation, what are they called in Headspace? There's like more like sessions that you can do.
Okay.
And so I actually like invested in that and bought some more, because I did the basic one and really liked it, and I've been really good about doing that every day. So that's been really, really helpful. And so I've focused most, like taking it one step at a time and focusing on meditation, because the mind has been the thing that's like been the most, needs the most TLC, so I've been working on that.
Okay.
So the next step I think is I know it's a necessary thing, like to my well-being and my wellness, is going to the gym and exercising and releasing those endorphins. So now that I have time to breathe and like give mental energy to something other than that godforsaken paper, I can do that now. So that's definitely going to be in the coming weeks, is figuring out some kind of plan for myself.
Okay. Right now you're feeling like you have more time to incorporate into this, and you're sitting down and actually putting together how this is going to work out for you in the coming future.
Yeah, yes.
Okay. How does do you have any idea how that looks?
Well, I'm going back to the gym idea because I think we talked in one of our sessions that I like going on walks. I know it's so cold and icy, and I don't want to do that anymore. So I want to try going back to the gym, and I want to try going in the morning again because there's just so many reasons why. One of them being there's not a lot of people there, and I like that. Two, it's in the morning, out of the way, I can shower afterwards. It's like better, it's going to be better incorporated into my morning routine than anywhere else in my day. So I really, I don't know if I'm setting myself up for failure because it's failed so many times before, but it's something that I really want to do is be a habitual morning gym goer. So I'm trying to set myself up for success in that way.
Okay. Success for you would be, what I'm hearing is that it would be more ritualistic every morning, spending time, getting up. It works with your schedule with everything, and you feel that this is going to make you more successful at incorporating this into your routine.
Yeah, the morning piece. I really think that it's going to be hard. Like I don't want to talk about it like, yeah, I'm just going to get up in the morning and it's going to be great. Like I think this time what's different is that I'm going to be kinder to myself if I don't succeed in a way that it's like maybe if I miss a morning, it's not the end of the world, and I'm going to just plan for the next time and be more flexible in adjusting to say, okay, did we not set our alarm? Are we not waking up when our alarm goes off the first time? Like, just figuring out the next time, what can you do to actually get yourself there versus like this mental beating that I give myself sometimes if I don't do what I said I was going to do. So I think that's what's going to be different.
Okay. Tell me a little bit more about this mental beating that you say that you give yourself.
That sparks some red flags in your mind? Yeah, so I have this fun little thing I do with myself where if I don't do something that I said I was going to do, I have a hard time with that. And I like to think of myself as a flexible person, and what I've realized when I say that is I'm flexible for other people, but I'm not flexible with myself because I will try and incorporate some new behavior, and then if I don't do it, then it's like, well, you didn't do what you said you were going to do again, like, why even try? Like, it's this whole really unhealthy self-talk that I realize, like I know it when I'm doing it. So I think it's like twofold in that I'll yell at myself and then I won't do it again because I don't want to like get mad at myself again, which sounds crazy when I say it out loud, but it's like, you can't fail if you don't try, which is so opposite from my values as a human being, but I've realized that in me when it comes to things like just basic self-care. And I don't know why I have that relationship with working out or exercise, because I saw myself as an athletic person for so long that I don't know why it feels so foreign to me now. Which I think makes me sad. So it's like, I don't know. There's just like a lot of emotions tied with working out that I'm still working through myself. But I feel like I've gone way far from your question.
No,
but yeah,
no,
I
good.
think that's why I have this like negative self-talk, because it feels like I want to do it so much that it's like it's back to that like all in or all out, and so I'm becoming so far from this like athlete that I see myself as because I've had to change because I'm a full-time employee and I'm a full-time student, and being a a health guru doesn't really mesh with those two other identities that I've picked up.
Okay.
So that incongruence is uncomfortable for me, and I think I'm saddened by it. So it's been hard to accept that and just know, like, sometimes you're going to be exhausted and you're not going to be able to go to the gym. And I feel like I just want to, like, disassociate myself from it, because me not being able to do it to the extent that I want to makes me sad.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, like, if we looked at it kind of on a scale, and 0 being, like, the worst that you feel about yourself for not being able to incorporate this into your life, and 10 being the best, where do you think you fall on that?
On incorporating it? Like, how do I do incorporating it?
Like if 0 is the worst that you feel about yourself, and 10 is the best you feel, where do you think you feel about yourself right now with regard to incorporating this into?
Really low. 2.
Okay.
2.
Why not a 0? Why a 2?
I think because I know it's still in me to do it. And I still go on walks sometimes, even though it doesn't really feel like I'm working out, but I know it's like some form of exercise, but I'll do walks in the student center sometimes. So yeah, I think I said 2 because I'm still thinking about it. Like, it's still, I haven't, like, completely given up on it.
Okay, good.
But the doing it part is, I don't think there. Yeah.
Okay. So if we wanted to move you up to a 2.5 or a 3, how would we get there?
I think maybe just getting to the gym, at least just getting there once, and just, because, I saw this thing the other day that was like, 3 things that you never regret doing, and one of them was going to the gym. And it's so true. Like, afterwards, you don't, it's just the going. Like, you feel good after you do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that the hardest part is starting. Every single time, the hardest part is starting. So I think if I just get there once, it'll give me that little boost of, like, you did it. Like, the thing that you were so, in your head about, you just went, and maybe it wasn't, like, extreme, like you didn't do 5 million burpees, but you ran on the treadmill or something. So I think just, like, getting to the gym and getting there early and doing what I say I was going to do and just doing it, and having just those 2 specifications of going early and going for, like, 30 to 45 minutes, I think would boost me up on that scale. Like, you went and you did it, and show me a little bit that it's easy.
So you would feel motivated by that?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. That motivation, how is that different from feeling that motivation? How is that different, or how can you use that with the self-talk?
Use motivation with the self-talk. Maybe I think that it'll go hand in hand with the self-talk getting better with the motivation. So if I go to the gym, then I get a taste of what good self-talk feels like, and that will, and then in turn, feed the motivation. So it starts off with, you look at this rock that's just like this like boulder, and the hardest part is just pushing it, but then once it's in motion, it will stay in motion. And I think right now, I'm at the push part. So if I get that moving, then motivation, the self-talk will improve, and that will improve my motivation, and then motivation continues that self-talk. So it'll be this, hopefully a snowball effect would be the ideal of that. So I think that's how those two things would go hand in hand with one another.
So you would feel, that would help make it a routine for you.
Yes, definitely. And I
Okay.
think results, just like going and feeling good in itself is results. So I think that alone would be something to like hang on to, versus right now I don't have a lot to hang on to because I haven't gone in a long time. So it would be something more immediate that I would be like, okay, we got this. We can start this up again.
Good. I like where we've gone here. We've looked at some different aspects of where the self-talk's coming from and maybe how to move forward with changing it more into a more positive direction, so that's great.
Yes.
We are out of time for today, so I appreciate you sharing with me, and I look forward to talking to you again.
Great, sounds good.
Thanks.